Paul, you are too confusing. Dr. Nacho, you talk too fast. Paul, I have no idea what you're saying. Guac this, salsa that. So what I'm going to do for all of you right now is share with you what is the deal with the souvenir recordings for our event coming up in just 30 days or less. I'm going to share it. I'm going to explain it to you in the way, like my favorite movie, Philadelphia. Explain it to you like a 4-year-old. I'm going to talk slow. I'm going to explain each point. And I apologize if I've confused you, because one of my friends out there, when I shared the link to get the souvenir recordings, said, Paul, this is too confusing to me. So I want to explain it to you like a 4-year-old. So first, what is the deal with the souvenir recordings? September 30th to October 1st in Center City, Philadelphia, we are hosting the Dental Nachos Increased Patient-Centered Care and Profitability Conference. Always most important to focus on patient-centered care. Do not mess up that order. Profitability is a close second. Why? Because if your dental office goes out of business, you cannot help anyone. If the dental practice owner and team are demoralized by reductions in what insurances pay, patients leaving your office because you go out of network, that can be so frustrating. I'm not recommending you go out of network. I'm not recommending you go in network with plans. I'm recommending you make a plan about your plans. So what is going to happen on Friday, September 30th and Saturday, October 1st? We're going to have 2 action-packed days of learning with the author of this insurance textbook, Dr. Travis Campbell. You can get this book from us at Dental Nachos with a coupon. It's one of our sponsors. So Dr. Travis Campbell's written this amazing book. I'm in this book too. He is going to be talking about how to get claims paid when they get denied, how to get things paid like that frustrating scaling and root planing and sometimes crowns, how to not get angry at dental insurance companies, but instead know how to play the game. Like my favorite game, basketball. I wanted to be a professional basketball player. If I was a professional basketball player for the 76ers, I would not be here doing this. But guess what? That dream failed miserably. But teaching dentists about how dental insurance really works, about how patient-centered care is important, about how having difficult conversations about thousands of dollars using this simple yellow form that I use in my office. This simple form, the words I say with my patient care coordinator and front desk team, coupled with this form, has helped us get patients say yes to millions of dollars of treatment. Patient-centered care first, care that helps them chew and smile with confidence. Why am I so proud to sell things to patients? Because I always say to myself, is this going to help? Implants, crowns, fillings, whatever it is, yes, it's going to help. Then I'm proud to share and sell it. I am proud to help patients. I am proud to sell them things that they can purchase to help them chew and smile with confidence. I've been able to transform the lives of patients who say to me, Paul, I am so confident smiling now. I'm not embarrassed. I would do this again if I had to. So if you would like to know how I have those conversations, we're going to teach you that. And then Dr. Todd Fleischman, a totally fee-for-service dentist, a totally amazing dentist in person who's done COIS, who's done Spear, and has run a fee-for-service practice, is going to share with you strategies for success for being more fee-for-service. Maybe you want to have more fee-for-service patients. Maybe you're ready to be totally fee-for-service. Maybe you're totally in network, but just want to see what do fee-for-service dentists do that might be a little bit different. Do they see fewer patients? Do they wear fancy monogram scrubs? You're going to find out from Dr. Todd Fleischman. So we're going to record this entire thing. We're going to put the souvenir recordings together, and you can purchase these souvenir recordings. Why would you want to purchase these souvenir recordings? Why would you want to purchase this? Because this will help you help more patients make more money in the process without working more. That is one of the challenges of dentisting. Dentisting hours are dog-ear hours. Whether you work 28 hours, you don't want to work 29. Whether you work 25 hours, you want to work 30. Whether you work 40, you're not signing up for 42, because it is emotionally, spiritually, backally, physically exhausting to do full contact arts and crafts on patients that usually don't want to be there or pay for it. I know at times it can be very rewarding and we can transform people's lives, but dentistry can be amazing 1 minute and then super aggravating the next minute. So if you would like to help more patients, make more money without working more, this is going to help you. If you've made it this far and you want to text DEAL to 215-543-6454, we will text you back the best deal possible on this amazing learning experience. But I've broken down in simple 4-year-old menu fashion. What is the deal with the recordings, what you're going to learn, and how you can reach out to us if you have any questions. So we talked about this being an amazing resource to watch, learn, and earn self-study CE after the show on improving patient-centered care, practice profitability, and team get alongness. Very important for the team to get along. Every single team out there. And teams are like families. You know what families do? They fight sometimes. You ever go to a beach house with your family for 2 weeks? Was there any fighting there? Like there was. But I don't call it fighting. I call it friction. So what's friction? What's toxicity? How do you get along with the team? What's friction? What's toxicity? Being in a closed space, the dentisting circus, doing full contact arts and crafts, super normal to have friction. But how can you help your team get along more? Watching in live. This purchase is going to include a watch-in pass on the live stream. Get your team together on Zoom, in your office, in different places. Get snacks. Have a super awesome party watching in. When you watch in, whether you're live or in person, it's going to inspire you as a dentist, associate, team member, dental student to think more about your dentisting patient care first and profit second. But there's going to be so much information in 2 days. It's going to be impossible to remember it all. Write it down, figure out what to do. I have the same challenges. I went to see the amazing Dr. Travis Campbell in Atlanta, and I wanted to implement like 6 things that we did. And he talked about, I don't know if I even did 2, because you go back to your office and life happens. You go from an in-person C course and say, I'm going to do all these things. And then someone calls out and the lab case is there and the patient says they hate their denture, and you're back in the circle of annoyance. Sometimes there's a circle of annoyance in dentistry. So what if you could get recordings to rewatch, to relearn, to truly take action and make things better? You got to rewatch it, relearn. It's the best thing you can do. You'll be able to focus on the details and tips you missed the first time. That is the value of souvenir recordings. You'll be able to focus on the details and the tips you missed the first time, whether it's code issues from Dr. Travis Campbell, whether it's communication strategies from me on explaining patient cost, whether it's Todd Fleischman's team building fee-for-service ways and how he and his team, when he goes to these C courses, Coy Spear, how does he come back and implement it, right? You go to a course, learn how to make fancy pasta, but how do you come back and get your team on board? These details are going to be in the recording. So if you're there and you missed it the first time, you're going to be able to rewatch it, relearn, and get these details so you can take action and do better. But also, you know who's going to miss this the first time? People who don't work in your office now. That's who's going to miss it. So not only can you train yourself and your team, you will also have these souvenir recordings to train and onboard new team members in the future. All of us struggle with keeping our teams together. Sometimes people leave for awesome reasons, like they want to be a sommelier in Napa, or they're going to go be a fitness coach, and you go, great for you. Now I don't have a front desk team member. Not great for me. Great for you, not great for me. Sometimes the best thing to happen to someone else is one of the most annoying things to happen to you. Hooray, I'm glad you're living your dream. Who is going to process the people at the front desk now? So if you would like to have these souvenir recordings to train and onboard new team members in the future, that is one of the values to do that. So to get the best deal possible, text deal to 215-798-9897 or visit dentalnachos.com. And I want to share one more thing with you about this before we go. If you guys have any questions, you can reach out to us at dentalnachos.com. And if you would like to learn about any of the upgrades that we have, the souvenir recordings and more, you are able to do that by texting TALK to 215-798-9897. So we have the souvenir recordings and the watch in pass. That is our fundamental, awesome option for you to learn in the moment and also get souvenir recordings to train your team. But we've created upgraded options to our menu, coaching, one-on-one coaching for me, for you and your team, being able to ask Dr. Travis Campbell specific questions before and after the event. If you would like to see those upgrades to the options that we have, just text TALK to 215-798-9897. And as I talked before, my dream was to play in the NBA, but this backup dream of helping dentists and humans, LLL, that's pretty good too. What is LLL? I want to help you learn, laugh, and be less annoyed together. We can do it together. Take the time to invest in you. To get this best deal possible, just text DEAL to 215-798-9897 or visit dentalnachos.com. I've been a dental practice owner for 15 years. I've been dentisting for 20 years. The game is not easy. The game can be awesome, but it can also be annoying. And we've created something to help you do the 3 things I want all dentisting humans to do more of. Whether you're a dental practice owner, a dentist team member, a dental student, a dental associate, work in a dental office, no dental office, as a sponsor, work with dentists. Here's what I hope you can do, and I know this will help. Increase success, decrease stress, and most of all, figure out that number 1 KPI, how to reduce that number 1 key practice indicator. Reduce the number of times you feel like crying inside a day.